All right, welcome home. Welcome to the real world, InsidePool.tv. We're here at American Rotation Championship Series 2. This is a match between Joe Dupris and Jerry Calderone.
Yes.
Correct?
Joe's from New England, Jerry's from Florida. We had the same matchup in our first American rotation. It was New England versus Florida. We got a rematch.
And we are brought to you by Diamond Billiard Products in association with Inside Pool Magazine and NYC Grind, CNGGas.com, ProPool.com, and of course, Joe Tucker's American Rotation.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
We got them. They're both.
AmericanRotation.com, as well as American Billiard Club Association at abcpl.info. This is going to be a race to 150, and Joe's going to go through all the rules, and it's going to take a few minutes for everybody to adjust. But if you haven't seen American Rotation before, I've just got to know it a little bit during this tournament, and I find it to be the answer to a lot of problems in this industry, sport, pool world, and we're going to let Joe take over and let you know what's going on from there.
I'll do my best, buddy. Thanks
All
for
right.
the help.
Yes, sir.
All week. Go take a break.
It's your show. Go for it, bro.
All right, here we go. In the finals, Jerry Calderone, Joe Dupris. Jerry won the lag, playing American rotation. Balls 1 through 10, 1 point each. Balls 11 through 15, 2 points each. So there's 20 points up for grabs every rack. We're playing a race to 150 points. And in the finals, like I just said, it's New England versus Florida. We had the same thing. American Rotation National Championship 1 in Virginia the day before the U.S. Open was James Roberts versus Joe Dupris. And Joe Dupris prevailed, becoming the first ever American Rotation National Champion in history. And here he is again, trying to remain the only American Rotation National Champion, along with a repeat. And let me tell you, the kid never, ever gives up. I'll do my best to keep the score. I have a little tough time telling what balls were pocketed on the break. I am in a separate room, and I can't really make out all the colors of the balls. But we'll do our absolute best. And Alvin left me without. Now we got it. I'm sorry. He didn't leave me without anything. And there was a couple of balls. I can see them in the tray there, but I can't make out what numbers they are. And it's very important balls. We'll just give Jerry 3 points. I'll count the stripes up later. Both of these players, like I was saying, Joey's never give up. Dupris, that's his name. Just never give up. American Rotation is a call shot, call safe game. So if your opponent misses a called ball, you have the option to make them shoot again. If they call safe and pocket a ball, you have the option to make them shoot again. Whoever takes the shot will get credit for any balls pocketed. And when Joey barely qualified in New England, made the cut, qualified for Derby City, where he was guaranteed $1,000. We qualified 10 players here. They were all guaranteed $1,000 to ensure they did not lose money while traveling to a national event. And that's our mission, cut the expenses for high-level and aspiring players. In this first rack of American Rotation, it's very much like a traditional 9-ball or 10-ball, where nobody gets ball in the hand after the break. You'll see once we begin the second rack, from that point out, it'll be alternating break. Players rack their own, break their own, and then they start each rack with ball in hand. And that solves a lot of issues that Pocket Billiards has been dealing with. Number one, our players don't argue over the rack. Number two, our players don't depend on a lot of luck on the break. I mean, they're still in there, but they're starting each rack off with ball in hand, and even if the one's tied up, they remain in control by playing to safety. So there's a lot less arguing with American rotation players, and there's a lot less luck on the break, and I'm going to get lucky enough to get Fred Ignair to join us in the booth momentarily. As soon as he plugs in.
And we're in.
Freddie, welcome back, buddy. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, Joe. So we just started. This is the first rack here,
First
right?
rack, babe.
I watched Jerry's first break, and it was huge. I mean, I was standing right next to him. That was a bomb.
He went all in, and it's been a debate all week. I don't like when they break hard. I
Right.
think it creates more clusters and a tougher table to run. I'd rather rack them,
Rack 'em.
and break them about 50, 60%, try to get a good spread.
Get a decent spread and try to get on something. Well, actually, you don't have to get on something, as long as it's a good spread, because you have ball in hand, so that would be the ticket.
Yeah, but who am I? I mean, I'm just commentating their playing.
That's right.
I was just talking about some of the benefits to the format of rack your own and break your own, and starting with ball in hand. We get a lot less arguing over the rack. We get a lot less luck dependent during the break. The players feel like they're getting, a fair shake.
Sure. And like you said, they have an opportunity. They'll always have an opportunity up at the table to hit back.
Yeah, our players are not leaving the matches saying, "Oh man, I couldn't make a ball in the break," or every time he did, he got a shot. They're not saying that. They know that they're taking a little bit more responsibility than a traditional pool player would.
I think as more people try to end up playing this, they'll get the strategy down. But the little bit I've been around it, it seems pretty obvious. You want a spread. You want a good spread.
That's my thinking.
If you start crushing the balls, you get this. See this type of break here? I had a 10-ball break a couple of weeks ago where almost 8 of the 10 balls were up in the kitchen or just out of the kitchen. And then it's like...
He crushed it, baby. He crushed it.
Yeah, but then the other ball, I got them all on the other side of the table. Once a year I hit the balls pretty square, I had a break where all 9 balls were in the kitchen. In a 9-ball.
Sweet.
But nothing went in.
Oh.
All right.
Well, I like what you're talking about there. I mean, the ever elusive 9-ball, 10-ball breaks, and how we become so dependent on the outcome. You can hit them perfect, and I still think you got to get a little lucky sometimes.
Exactly.
So Jerry with ball in hand again, and I predict he's going to get it a lot. He's a very creative, smart player. He's got a nice touch. He's well-rounded in 3 cushion, 1 pocket, 10-ball.
Where is Jerry from?
He's playing out of Sharpshooters in Miami.
Okay.
I've my first time seeing him play live, but I've seen the name Jerry Calderone around the Florida Results for many, many years.
I've seen his name, and I think I've actually seen him play also, but, just another great player.
I'm very impressed. I'm happy he's here. Raymond Linares helped us get 8 players playing out of Sharpshooters in Miami. With Marsha, John DeToro played. John Forster. Can't remember all the guys, but I'm glad they got on board.
Is Ray here, or
no? He's working like a dog. Yeah. He's probably one of the busiest people I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, Ray does photography. He does a bunch of things, and former national amateur champion
in the box.
Ray Linares. We'll say hello to him.
3-time, right? 3-time collegiate champion.
I know he's got a collegiate championships and a U.S. amateur championship. So if you combine them up, he might have 3 total nationals.
And 2 jobs, goes to the gym, practices pool, helps pool, family person, and constantly I read his Facebook update all day long.
There you go. Is he a stunt double for Brad Pitt too, or something, or something? I don't know. Yeah.
He gets it done.
This, back to your earlier point, Joe, that it's so tight because the break was so big and most of those balls ended up so tied up there that it ends up being more like a bunt around. But looks like once he clears this 8-ball, no, it's not. It's not an easy run out from here either, is it? Still got to work.
And that's what I'm enjoying. The first rack's generally the slowest one with the no ball in hand. And when you mention 15-ball rotation, people they they automatically think that it's going to be slower. But I find starting each rack with ball in hand, and then because there's so many balls on the table, when you play safe, players get more ball in hand. We don't allow the jump cue.
Okay.
We don't even allow them to jump with the break cue because we're trying to force the American players into getting better, especially with the kicking skills.
Well, can they jump at all just with their shooting?
Yeah,
shooting
they can jump with their playing cue.
A lot of the players who use, the low deflection, low squirt shafts are going to be up against it because those are tough. I have jumped in one, but by luck, try it 10 times, one might jump well.
Yeah, nope, you're absolutely right. And I knew you were going to touch on it. Fred are you still doing the cue reviews?
I did a couple last year, and that's about my limit for the year. I got a full-time job, so it's tough.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm glad you weren't here yesterday commentating with me because you might have cried in the booth. We had a very frustrated player yesterday that was winning a match and just kind of blew it, and out of frustration, thinking they might damage their shaft, broke a balabushka.
What? Oh, your goodness gracious.
We're just going to keep the names out of it. I don't think he knew the price he was going to pay. It did have a low deflection shaft on it, so he thought he might be replacing a shaft.
Oh, no.
I was talking to Steve Lomax, and I don't know much about cues. You know 100 times more than I do. But he said something that those older cues weren't cored out, and that had something to do with not being able to repair that cue.
I got to talk to Steve to see exactly what happened.
Yeah.
My goodness.
The scoop. Like I said, I'm glad you weren't here. I'm not sure if Joey scored any points here.
No.
But
this
is one thing I'd like your opinion on. The way we're playing American rotation, the first rack is up for grabs.
Oh, it is.
No
Okay.
ball in hand after the break.
All right.
Whoever pockets the last ball of the first rack starts the alternating break ball in hand process.
I see.
And I have seen this happen 3 or 4 times where the player dominates the first rack, and now they're the first one up.
So they get to keep on going here.
I have seen 3 or 4 matches where it was 40-0.
Before, yeah, and that's
36-4.
And staring at the score might be bigger than whatever the score is. Staring at it certainly will add a sense of mental aspect to it.
Let me make sure it's 20-0. But I want you to think about: should we just start with the break ball in hand, alternating from the beginning?
Yeah, so that rewards the lag skills, doesn't it? It would reward the lag skills and reward that whoever gets the first one. Well, when Joe gets back here, I'm thinking about it, but in thinking about that, Joe, I got to really think about it, because if you just win the lag, it does mean so you get rewarded for the lag, but then the other guy gets to come back to the next rack. It does look like right now, just from seeing a couple of matches, that it being wide open in the first rack, maybe the players don't realize how big that first rack ends up being, right?
You're exactly right.
But it is huge. It's huge to be able to jump out there, because what's the race to 150?
Right.
To be able to sort of get a jump start, not quite 1/3 of the way there. That's big. That is pretty big.
And
we'll see how it plays out. I mean, you will notice if you just take stats on how big it ends up being, right?
But you're exactly right in your assumption that players do not exactly know how big the first rack can be, because during the first series, I constantly asked the players, should we start like this? And they were all enjoying the first rack being up for grabs, but they weren't on the tail end of 40-0.
Right.
So I don't know if they were exactly qualified to give me their opinion.
Yeah.
But I asked the 10 players, we did qualify 10 players around the country to come here and compete. All those players were guaranteed the 1,000, and I valued their opinion and their input, and they're all leaning towards it's okay to start at the beginning with break ball in hand.
So did you have it in mind that first rack was going to be a real back and forth or it just kind of played out that way, and you realize it should be a back and forth if they're really going to fight for that first rack? I mean, did you have that in mind at the beginning, or was this?
I'm going to apologize for a bad memory. It was 2 years ago that I started working on it and made that rule that the first rack was up for grabs, and cannot to this day remember why.
Why you'd go
I had
one way
that
or the
thought.
other, and you're second guessing it now.
Oh my God, you know. I can't remember. There's usually a good reason for things I do or method to the madness.
And it's major, right? Because the whole idea is to be able to give the other guy the shot back. I think, well, you know, it may be in your mind that if they were going back and forth, there's no reason to believe that somebody would have dominated the first rack, and this just is just happenstance that people dominate the first rack and get to the next thing going.
Right. You're exactly right there. And I have been paying, and generally, even if it's not 20-0, generally the person making the last ball of the first rack, I'm going to say at least 80% of the time has the lead.
Right.
And then I don't like the idea of them starting off. I can't make the loser do it. I can't make the loser because nobody will want to pocket the last ball.
Exactly. Here, you pocket it.
I think we're going to end up pulling the switch on that. And actually going to make the game easier to understand.
Yeah, if there wasn't some confusion or some different rule for different inning, because just a second ago somebody asked me the rules and I said he has the ball in hand after the first break and I didn't see what happened, but they must have thought I was lying. Or
Yeah, so I think we got a month before we start Series 3. I can get the word out. We can adjust the rules. We're going to start the first week in March. For anybody just joining us.
I'm thinking that your rule probably made a lot of sense if you're just talking about amateur players, recreational players. Once you get Dennis or Colio playing this, for example, well, they're going to get up to that 40-0 lead before the other guy gets to start.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I'm dying to see Dennis play. I was just talking to Francisco outside. We might be able to do a challenge match with, I told Francisco or him or Efren, with somebody else or each other to see them. I think it'll be a fast-paced match. Sure. They'll obviously run more ranks than anybody. But I'm interested in their feedback also. Efren, you know, it's been a little bit blown out of proportion about the week break. But I truly believe, had we been playing this game for 20 years, he would have won 5 to 10 times more tournaments.
Sure.
He would have been tough to beat.
So Jerry's missed the ball, and looks like he's left the 4 ball straight in, 5 balls hanging by the pocket, and it's looking, if the 8 ball passes, all the balls should be available. That looked like a little bit of a chunker there. I couldn't tell if he just wanted to stop the ball. Why wouldn't he have just drawn that back just a hair, just a smidge? Because position from the 5 to the 6 isn't automatic. That's the 6. Oh, sorry.
Because of the colors.
The
it's
color.
not your bad. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to do this all. I mean, I'm not going to be the first one.
Don't worry about it. It's taken me a couple of days. After the last match, one of our players shot the 8 ball before the 7 ball, Rob Hall. You know, the 7 ball's going in the upper right now. We have this tighter view.
That's right.
Just so we can try to see some colors. Alvin really
8 ball is
likes
straight in. The 9
this
ball
one.
goes in the side pocket. So everything's opened up here now. The 9 to the 10. Is that the 10 all the way up?
Yeah, you take a peek.
I see all I see is white up there. That's the 15 ball up table. So the 10 ball is down.
We'll let Joey take us through this one.
I guess he's going to pop forward because he didn't see if 11 goes past the 14, so he just go forward. I have to keep looking at the
match.
balls there.
The last match, I don't know. It was a long match, but it's because one of our players was was struggling.
Yeah.
Joey could play 150 points in 90 minutes.
He's running around the table.
Yeah.
Was that the 12 ball? That was the 12 ball. He didn't quite draw back far enough, but he's shooting so straight. And
This is Joey's game, right?
Yeah.
You seen him years ago. You're from New England. Joey's from New England. And I know it's been a long time.
Yeah, he's.
I can say 2 things. Joey his 9-ball game is constantly out of line.
Oh,
He
he's-
comes with shots like that.
I would have sworn he was short on that. He really is short on this because now he's got to go back and forth and have, play the 15 in the same pocket.
And what Joey has told
Straight
me,
shooter, though.
the rotation is definitely making him stay in line all that much more. It's giving him a tighter cue ball. I'm going to guess that score is right at 17-23. And Joey Dupris just dodged a pretty big bullet.
Big bullet.
Stealing those points on Jerry's break.
On Jerry's break. It's almost like a break of serve, isn't it?
Exactly. Speaking of, did you catch the finals of the Australian Open today?
I did not. I saw them playing, but I was on a plane.
Because Rafael Nadal it was looking like he was going to withdraw in the second set.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was having back
Got
problems.
injured?
And I had to leave the room. I hate to see anybody withdraw in the finals of a slam event.
Well, yeah. When's the last time that happened?
I know the answer to that.
Okay. Well, let me think about this. When could that possibly have
I
happened?
heard the announcer say it. All right, Joey's
In
going
the
to break.
Okay, here we go.
Joey's going to break, take ball in hand. Whether he makes a ball or not,
Or scratches.
or scratches. If he does scratch and make balls on the break, his opponent gets credited with all those balls.
So the 3 ball has got a little bit tied up here, so I guess that'd be the biggest concern.
And again, another reason for the methodical half-speed break, good spread break. The racking order, that's one thing I didn't tell you earlier. The only demands, you have to rack the balls with the 15 at the head, 2-3 behind the 15. The 1 ball goes in the middle of the rack where the 8 ball usually goes.
Okay.
Behind the 1 is the 13-14. Those are the only 6 balls you have to worry about. 15, 2, 3.
That's a lot of balls.
1,
15, 2, 3, 1, 13, 14. Okay.
And the rest of them have a party. Put them wherever you want.
And if they make the 15 ball, making the 15 ball on the side is just 2 points.
2 points.
All right.
We put the 1 because I didn't want them really soft breaking.
Right.
And maybe trying to play safe on the 1, get somebody on 3
This
fouls.
Interesting first shot. Looks like he's trying to tickle the 8, the frozen pair and get 2 ball. He just wants to tickle, and he didn't get there. I don't think that the 3 ball passes because he wasn't just playing straight for the 2 ball, or else he'd never put it like that, right?
Yeah, no, that was a good
He
observation.
tried to tickle it just so he'd get a shot on it, but he didn't get there, and he just barely missed. I don't see a shot after the 2 ball, unless he's going to power something here. Oh, or get behind it and play the 3 ball in the side pocket.
Wow, is that tight position?
That's
What do you
nice.
think, Fred?
I think he can make the 3, but everything's tough. Everything's just tough. The 4 ball, he's going to have to play a combination. Maybe his safety is going to hear
He's
him
lining
call
up
safety.
for it. I don't think he's shooting a combo. Please don't. He is shooting.
He's
No, he's
safe.
playing safe.
Safe all
He
the
scared
way.
me for a second, Jojo.
Yeah, I heard him say safe unless
Oh,
somebody
good.
called safe on the other table at the same time. But there's no extra specials if you run out 1 through 15, right? There's no
I thought
bonus.
about doing that one too. That would be nice, right?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
kind of bonus.
Some kind of bonus to go for it, So this is ball in hand. 4 ball's still a problem, but he'll shoot the 4 ball after the 3. So once he takes care of that, are there any more real problems? I don't believe so, other than the fact that you got to be a professional ball pocketer.
Stay in line. Stay in line.
Stay in line. Other than that, but every ball has a pocket to go to.
I'm just gonna hook us a little bit here. That's good. I'll do my best with the camera view and the score. And Fred's doing a great job telling you ball-to-ball problems. He's actually making it out a lot better than I am.
Right. This ball up table, it looks like the 9 or could be the 13. If it's a 9, there's a small problem because you'd have to play a combination of the 9-11. If it's a 13, then there should be no problems for a straight shooter like Joe Dupris. Oh, He warbled that ball, wiped its feet on the way in, did a pirouette, but it went in, and he's still shooting. This is the, what is that ball? Is it the 4 ball? 6 ball? It's
Six
the
ball.
it's the line ball.
There
He's
you
going
go.
for the line ball. He
Line
had to
ball
play a
combo
combination and
into
didn't
the-
really control that ball. I thought that ball passed, but apparently not. But it passes now. I think it still passes.
Can't tell what's on the table, Fred.
Yeah.
At a loss. Folks, just so you know, we are in a different room, watching it on a small monitor, doing the best we can to keep you informed.
Yeah, I think he goes for this and floats the cue ball. Flirts with the side pocket, but I think he's got to shoot this ball. And so does he. He floated this a little too far. but
Good call with a great shot.
He's got a ball.
Wow.
Straight in the side pocket. This is the light blue ball. The 7 ball, the light blue ball.
So
I-
they tell me it's light blue.
Well, that's what they say. Oh, dogged that one. But that might fall.
And if it does,
It won't count.
Jerry has the option to take the shot or make Joey shoot again. So had he made the ball and maybe hooked Jerry on the 8,
Yeah.
Jerry might make him shoot again.
Okay.
So it's called pocket. It's a
Oh,
pretty
that was
big
a-
miss, though.
That was a big miss because the table finally became what I would call wide open. Everything else before was open, but he still had to do a little tricky managing. But it was wide open now. I'm still wondering whether that's the 9 ball or the 13 ball. They look so close on the camera, on the TV. I guess we'll know right now if he's playing for it. Because the 10, I already know it must be the 9 ball because if it was the 13, he would have already shot the 8 for the 10 ball.
Fred, keep doing what you're doing, babe. Because you are actually making them out better than I can.
Right?
Some people in the chat asking, yeah, the payouts, we did qualify 10 players for this National Championship Series 2. All 10 players were guaranteed $1,000. It's only a 2-day event. Obviously, they have the option to enjoy Derby City for the entire week or just come in for the Saturday, Sunday. Some people have jobs and family they have to get back to.
That's right.
Our main purpose is to keep our nationals down to 2 days and guarantee the players don't lose any money when they travel.
So now, because of the way your format is, that this ball gets so huge because if he doesn't get to the striped balls, specifically the 10 up, he's going to start giving away the 2-point shots.
Correct.
So that is the 9 ball, as I said, because he had to try to play position for it. It wasn't the 13, or else he would play position for the 10 ball. Got a good kiss, and it gets wide open, but the 10 ball now has been kissed in a funky spot. Looks like he's going to have to draw back for the side pocket or the same pocket corner
He's
that
a
he's
little
shooting
straight
at.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kept the last 5 balls at 2 points just for the added pressure
Sure.
to finish off the rack.
Because right now there's still 11 points on the table.
Right.
So and he just worked through all those balls just to get,
He's gotta
between the
finish.
other two. Yeah, it finishes much quicker in the last 5 balls, right? I think he made a great shot there.
He did.
Yeah, he had to reach over a ball and draw straight back for something on this 10 ball. He got there, and now it's sort of like the end game of snooker, where you only have 4 or 5 balls, and they're just kind of sitting there waiting to get potted.
Potted. You're exactly right. And that's why we left them at 2. I get a lot of questions. Generally the last 5 balls would be easier to run than the first 5. So people are asking me why not keep them the same as 1 point each.
I like the idea where, to fight for the last 2 means a little bit of something. There's something going on there that's a little bit not the same as other games.
We experimented with all balls being 1 point. This worked better.
Oh, great stroke.
Oh, he's got it. I'm telling you.
He was dead straight on that ball.
I think this is going to be a really good match. I don't think either player is going to give an inch. I know I don't have the score right because it doesn't add up to 60. We'll take a guess at 36-24. I'll peek out there to double check it.
All right.
It's going to be Jerry's break. He's rack his own, break his own, start with the ball in hand. Big benefit. Our players are getting along a lot better than traditional 9-ball, 10-ball players. They get along more like straight pool players. They're more focused on the game.
They're more
their
focused on
opponent.
the game. That's right. They're more focused on the game. So once again, the rack has 6 balls have to be specifically in the same spot, 50 on the top. It looks like, and take a look at the rest of the balls. 15 on the top. The two, 3 in the second row. It's the 1 ball on the middle spot, or the middle. And behind the 1 ball, 13 and 14.
See that? You already went. You're all set. I think that's going to be our logo. Those 6 balls, so we can just implant that in people's heads. You know. And I got lucky. The score's correct.
Jerry's first break, he really hit him pretty hard, but a lot of balls kind of tied up table near the kitchen, and I thought the first rack it wasn't so open. So let's see if
he's going to continue to pound them.
No, he took it off. See,
yeah,
he learned. He learned from his. The balls, the cloth are so new that you really don't have to hit them all that hard to get any kind of spread.
Yeah, I don't think he made a ball on the break there. I like to show these players after the tournament. The only problem with the soft break or the medium break is you have to freeze the balls. If you slug yourself and you break medium, and then
you still have to break them open. Yeah, this would be interesting, Joe, as we go along and get more strategic out of it, and at every aspect. There's a whole bunch of aspects of it I'm just figuring out right now.
I'll tell you, you know me. I'm not going to go in front of the whole pool world with something that I got pretty good pool common sense, a lot of experience. I really believe this is working, and the players and pool players, they're happy. Everybody that's playing it, so far, good.
Plus, you put a lot of effort into something that you believe in. The first time I ever saw you playing pool at all, I went down to Snookers, and you were sitting in the back. You had already put out your racking secrets, like maybe the first version, and you were still back there breaking, taking notes. And I just watched thinking, I thought this guy was insane before I saw, but he really is. But yeah, I mean, that was a lot of dedication just to watch. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people in Rhode Island have seen you do that, night after night after night.
But I do miss it. This pool can make anybody nuts. I really love this game. I just do. And I love what we're doing here because I really feel there's a lot of quality people that we lose in the pool world.
Sure.
That lead responsible lives. They have good jobs, families.
Right.
And they can't be out here full time. And I hate to lose them, and this is an effort to give them a chance to compete nationally.
Sure. Well, I'm sure they appreciate it. Meanwhile, Jerry hung a pretty easy shot. He had to kind of slow roll. He had an angle and then get back down table, and he just undercut it. As you can see, the ball's hanging. 24-40, and it almost, so far it's been that the other player has won the break, so to speak, after the first rack. That's no good.
It's no good?
That's no good. I mean, he can't make a ball here, so he'll play safe. I believe that's the ball that he's on, the green ball, the 6 ball.
6 ball.
To rail it out of there and stick it there. As long as it doesn't get caught up on something. Did he hit it hard enough?
I would have bet money he overdrew the cue ball on that shot. Hitting it hard enough to send that ball that far, I thought he was going to overdraw. And he executed pretty good. I think Jerry can still see it, though.
I think he sees the full ball, to tell you the truth.
Oh, yeah. So I missed 1 point in this rack.
Yes, Joey just made 1 ball. The 4 ball that was hanging in the pocket. That's no good. Oh, yeah, it's really no good. Oh my goodness!
I'm telling you,
he had two ways to be bad there, and he came up great.
I love watching him kick. he had 3 great kicks in the previous match. He didn't get rewarded for any of them. Kind of sold out a left easy save, but they were all so tough, and he came with it. There's another great one by Joey.
I don't know if he was trying to hit that thin. I would have thought he was trying to actually
was.
1-2 rail that 3 rail thick.
This is Jerry's position right here. Okay, and I'll tell you, I've only seen the whole tournament. Players don't look at the option of tying up balls when they're in a bad kicking situation like this. Like, he can't tie up anything here, I don't think. But they haven't been looking at that option.
Sure. Well, I guess they'll get there. I mean, right now that the 6 ball doesn't go anywhere, but he couldn't give a ball in here. If he gives a ball in here, you see the safety right back, I think, unless the 6 ball can actually go into the corner pocket. But maybe tying up the 14 up there, just kind of bunted up there, is a play. He's looking at it right now. And he can't hear us.
He's a smart player. He's a very smart player. I've learned that in 2 quick days. I actually took 1 match after watching him play.
He's a 3 cushion player as well, you say?
3 cushion, 1 pocket.
Last pocket 8 ball player, probably.
Oh boy, I don't talk about that.
You wouldn't doubt it,
I
right?
get nervous with those rules. But he's going to make smart decisions here.
Yeah, from a survival standpoint,
Maybe they're thinking about getting somebody to watch the hit, but Jerry's thinking if he kicks 3 rails, there should be no argument. It's still a tough hit, 3 rails. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Joey wants me to watch the hit. Which, Jerry's right, but he's also wrong. You're always safe, get somebody to watch the hit.
Sure.
You know, he's right. Kicking behind, we'll be able to tell if the ball moves, it's going to be a good hit.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, he'll hit that one spot where we have no idea what happened. That's why I hate calling shot. I hate people asking me to watch a shot.
Well, you don't see me running out there, do you?
Well, I was going to offer you up, but yeah,
I'm
you're
going.
right.
No, I don't volunteer ever to watch hits.
Right.
You can't win.
You can't win. You can't win. This one's going to be going fairly slow, I think. Yeah. That's a good hit.
Look at this guy. I mean, look at him. That's just a great shot.
All right.
You know? He, 1-2 miles an hour harder, he's dead safe.
Meanwhile, you have to miss the 13 on the way out, miss the 11 on the way down. I don't think you can go forward, can you? Or you can just play can't because
He's like, do it again, Jer.
if he could, he would have played that ball, but it didn't look like he could get it away from those 8 11, so playing the safe was the smart thing.
He's going 2 rails again. This one, though's got to be with some pace.
Yeah.
There's nothing to get safe with, right?
He's got a great opportunity to hit his 6 ball and still not get a rail. I mean, how do you get there? Is he going to smash this? He's going to smash it.
And he's in a tough spot to tie up anything.
Right? Because he'll be reverse on the second rail. Right? So I think he's got to put left on here running, and it's going to go reverse on the other side and kill. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a rail. He went slow, tried one rail.
One rail.
He definitely had enough room. I don't think he had enough room.
Listen, the guy's a genius. Okay, he
nice.
qualifies already.
That's
Genius
nice.
level.
Genius
when
level.
it comes to the kicking game. And his safeties, he cuts off rails.
The slow spin one railer to a ball that's sitting in the center of the table is not an easy thing to judge.
Kidding me? It's the worst shot to hit. The ball's out in the breeze. You got to know exactly how much to spin.
Yeah.
He's going to work. Joey's going to have to work this match to win his second title.
I like this. I like this particular game already because they're playing safety. They still have 15 points left on the table. Right, they're on the 6 balls. That means 5 balls are down. Maybe there's another ball down there. 1, 2, 3.
No, but you're right.
Right?
Yeah. And they both know they don't want to fall 30 or 40 points behind.
All right.
I just wish, I can't go back in time, but I wish I would have been playing this game for 20 years. I should have done it 20 years ago. I'm stupid.
Well, you're doing other things that
Yeah.
helped out the pool world too. Don't sell yourself short.
Well, at least we're playing a lot less 9-ball.
That's right.
Speared it in. And he's got the 7 on
And
the
the
side. That's
seven's
the
on
ball,
the
right?
side. That's right. Everything looks good here. He's just gonna walk over there, see the tangent line because he's right on the line, and if he draws too much, he's out of it because the 11 ball's in the way. If he goes too much forward, he'll bump the 10, and then who knows what happens there.
Perfect call. It
'Cause the
looks
10
simple,
goes.
but there's a lot of little details in
That's
there.
right. I mean, if he could just stop the ball, he's probably better off not even flirting with making that cue ball move. But you can see it's not a straight stop shot. There's going to be just a hair of a cut to the left as we view it.
And he's a perfectionist. He's thinking about everything Fred's talking about.
Let's see.
He had a little bit more room.
Did he dance out of line? No, he's still okay. But he's close, isn't he?
Yeah.
Looks like if he just goes up and down the table, the 10 ball's right.
Oh,
he missed
maybe
it.
he was a little tight, Fred.
Yeah, yeah. Just a hair too much draw. But he didn't put too much effort into it. So it must have been cleaner, and he just overcut it. The 11 ball did that optical delusion thing.
Yeah,
You
optical
know.
delusion. I love it.
Oh, 11 ball's still doing it. Because he's gone too far. Oh, that's the 9. See, I keep getting confused the 9 and the 9, the 13. These runouts would make more sense if I could see the colors and could count. I gave up on counting a long time ago, but the colors, it's the new challenge. I don't want to put these balls down because they look pretty. They really do. I kind of wish
Yeah, in person.
they all should be the pastel colors and
Somebody's got to figure out, make it a little bit
name.
more obvious.
yeah.
All right.
The 15, the 6 and 7 ball are just too close of a color, even as they sit in front of you. Forget about the TV. Meanwhile, we've gotten to that position where now we're on the 2-point balls, and Joe Dupris is making quick work because that's how he plays anyway, doesn't he?
He's very quick. He made a lot of fans in Virginia in the finals. He raced 150. I think it took about 75 minutes. He just blasted through racks. What was weird, that nice battle that they're going back and forth,
Yeah.
Jerry finally won.
Right. He actually won the battle, dogged the out, I suppose, and off to the races.
I think I gave Jerry too many points. So I'll double check the score, but
Well, it's always got to come up to, unless somebody makes a ball and on an illegal hit, it's always going to be on the 10s, right? So
I'm sorry I said that. Oh,
right, as long as nobody misses
it's always going to add up where you can divide it by 20.
by 20. Yeah.
The total of both players will always do that.
Well, did you if you make a ball on an illegal hit? that does-
Gets it.
Oh, the opponent gets the ball. Okay, got it. Well, the order of the day does definitely look like a slower break to get a good spread. Since you got the ball in hand anyway, so you're just looking for the spread. He hit him pretty good. He hit him pretty firm. Made a couple of balls, and balls are going to tie up table.
You know what the problem is? He knows how to medium break. The
And he-
problem is he doesn't want to live but slugging himself.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's the worry, because I showed him, back home how I break, and he's seen it spread after spread after spread, tries it a few times, practicing, loves it. But that one time where he doesn't freeze him up and he slugs
Right.
himself a little,
Gonna get all frustrated. It's like, well, you got to hit him. But
Yeah.
these tables are in perfect condition. We got a lot of lights going on. Balls are getting cleaned.
yeah. Well, they'll all make up their own minds. He made a couple balls there on the break. There's no way I can tell him to trade, but I do see a strike down there, so I'm just automatically going to give Joey 3 points, and I'll fix it if I'm incorrect. Yeah, they'll all figure it out in the long run, and I can't wait till they do. That's part of the fun. I was talking earlier that we get a little bad rap, Fred, just because we are a new game, and those
Right.
two words automatically shut down a lot of thinking
Sure.
from people. They just don't give the game a fair chance and look at it, evaluate, and then give me an honest opinion. That's all I want.
Right.
You know, if something doesn't work or it's not worthwhile pursuing, and the American Billiard Club Association, we can do 10 ball.
Ooh, he's put this in this. I don't know where he was going there. Do you think he was trying to break something up there?
Yes,
Because he was going for some
absolutely.
serious pace up there. Yeah, you know, to that point you were just saying, Joe, is that there have been several games out there, and you know there are a few that you have to have a totally new set of balls, additional balls, things like that. And I think the way the American public is right now is that we've got enough craziness
Variation.
going on that we don't need to actually add more equipment. Can we do something with the set of balls we already have? And you know, I definitely like this idea where you're taking a game that's already pretty well known, but not such a, like if everybody played rotation, old school rotation, maybe this wouldn't work out. But not everybody does, right?
Right. I definitely almost a good safety. I wouldn't be adverse to old school rotation either. One way or another, I just want us playing rotation. There's 15 balls, let you use them.
That's right. That's right.
And we're not doing it just to be different or to be new. There's a legitimate purpose behind all of it, or at least I feel like there is. I definitely want the American players to get back on track and improve their game. I don't know if this will help our top-level pros right now, but I think perhaps the future players,
Sure.
if they grow up playing this game,
Yeah,
might
the,
help
the
them.
position play. I mean, there's so many position possibilities that you would play here for paths. I just used a lot of P's in that, and I tried to stay away from it. I couldn't help it. There's so many position paths that you have to play
Position
that you will
paths
never
have to
come
play.
up. Certainly wouldn't come up in 9-ball. Not enough. And 10-ball, they come up often. But once people are figuring out how to break them in 10-ball, it goes less and less. You know, I've done a lot of commentary on 10-ball, and my big thing has always been that balls tend to hang out in the center of the table, so now you have different paths than that common 9-ball path where you're always going through the center of the table,
Yeah.
But as you break better and better, those start looking like standard 9-ball stuff. Here, that'd be, I mean, I gotta believe that would be impossible. There's just too many balls.
It's pretty impossible.
Right. If you clear out the center of the table with your break, now all the balls are hanging out too clustered somewhere.
Well, I totally agree with that observation. That was a pretty good observation on the difference paths between 9-ball and 10-ball, too.
If he gets a good bounce here, didn't matter. He wasn't playing on that ball anyway.
Well, I think he's next. I
He
think he's
is
going from the
next.
4 to the 5.
This is a typical, you know, what would be like a 10-ball path, where it's more about the angle because you just can't get there. You know, you have to steer your cue ball here.
He's got
Right.
at
he's
least
good.
3 good choices, but they're all difficult.
They're all difficult.
They all, how would Grady say? Fraught with
Fraught with peril.
Atta
Fraught
boy, I
with
love
peril.
We missed that man.
Yes.
Right. While we're thinking of him, one tip I always stuck in my head with Grady, he said every shot, you are better off a little too far or a little too short. And it's true.
It is true. How many of us will land right on top of the ball that you want to, you know, the only one ball?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I want to make sure I'm on the other side of that ball. Yeah, you're on the other side of the ball, all right. Right behind it. Well, meanwhile,
He hooked himself.
he hooked himself trying to go 2 rails and steer that cue ball between the 8 and the 12 ball, and he kissed the 8.
He's going to make this one now, Freddie.
Well, it's a fairly easy half masse, and the 5 ball's hanging in the pocket. So the only thing that makes this tough is that nothing made it tough, and he's hooked himself again.
He's not going
This
to make
one's
this one.
gonna be tougher. Well, he's gonna have to kick this ball if he's gonna try to make it.
Go get your jump cue, Joe.
Can't do it.
Oops.
They tell you can't. No jump cues.
Nice masse.
So I think he's favored to make this one.
Oh, he's feeling
And
it.
he's hooked again.
He's hooked again.
Unless
It's working. The American players are getting better.
That's right. Because now, if you're really going to go for that,
Look, are you kidding me?
from this distance,
We had a masse. We had a kick in.
Kick in.
If he jumps this in, he just hit the trifecta.
That's right.
He's
Looks
lining
like
up
he's
for the jump.
lining up. He's got a long sleeve shirt on, which makes it tougher to jump. But he really had no problem jumping.
He does not play with a low deflection shot, Fred.
Okay, that's why he could do it.
Just so you know.
That's why he could do
Okay.
it.
Boy, if he would have came with that jump, that would have been pretty fantastic.
But as we say that, he made some circus shots here, and look what he's left. He's left 10, 11, 12 points on the table
Yep.
to be shot out. And a
Whoa.
straight in shot. Straight in shot.
And believing he's
Look-
going to shoot this again.
Yeah, that was bad all the way around, because even if he made it, look what he had for the 9 ball.
In thin
Can
it.
he see this ball?
I guarantee the cue ball's going to be on the end rail. His speed. There's no way he can hit the 8 ball hard enough where that stripe blocks the pocket, I don't think, and still get the cue ball on the end rail. But I'm sure Jerry's going to try to do exactly that. Yeah, I like the other one better. He's a patient man. He's a smart man. He's creative.
I would have already broken my Balabushka at this point.
I'm so glad you weren't here.
Oh, that would have been. I mean, there's a lot of cute people here, you know, and if they, you know,
God. It's almost like I saw it coming. You know, he had damaged it. Did the shoulder thing, put it up on both shoulders, tapped it one time. And he treated that. He hit it thick.
you know, if it lays right on top of this ball,
Yeah, it's a good
well,
shot.
it's not bad. It's
It's
not
a good
bad.
shot. He was in a bad spot. I gotta give the Alvin views. He likes this particular view. I feel lost when I zoom out like that.
Now Joey's left-handed, so he gets to put his bridge down on the table, I think. But it's pretty close there. If he was right-handed, he'd be in trouble no matter what. I mean, it's trouble no matter what. But I think a left-hander has just a hair of an advantage on this shot. Let's see where his hand can go here.
He's a well, he's good.
He's not bad. See what I'm saying? If he was right-handed, the left, your bridge would be all the on, behind that ball in the corner pocket. Safety.
And that's what I love listening to, Fred. Those finer points every time. No, you have an excellent eye for pool every time you do the commentary. I'm a firm believer in the little tiny details is what makes pool
Sure.
beautiful. And people, they just don't see them. If everybody could see the little tiny details in pool, we get a lot more respect.
Here we go. I don't know if he's called the 10 ball here, but he's kicking one rail for the 8 ball, 10 ball combination, I think. And he's made it.
Oh my
He's
God.
made it.
Listen, I'm about to badmouth him because he did that twice earlier. He called these crazy kick shots. I'm like, really? All right. And now he just came with one in the finals.
He's
That
got
was
to
absolute-
somehow he's got to slow down because he should run this out without any problems, and he's going to run into a problem. Oh, wow, got away with it.
I know he has a lot of people pulling for Joe. They were very proud of him winning the first one in Virginia. And he squeaked in, just qualifying. The first,
Oh, this is going to land right on top. He's not going to like this. Oh, he's okay. He's okay.
I'm not going to see anything better than that.
I guess he's okay. I suppose if it moves.
They're going to get me. I wait till they get me. Yeah, the first regional playoff, 8 guys made the cut. Well, let's see. If anything moves, it's going to be a foul. Nothing moves, no foul.
Did spin it in, Or at least spun the cue ball.
Joey was the 8th seed, barely squeaking in to just make the single elimination finals. And from there, he ended up qualifying for Virginia.
See that safety there? I make the same mistake every single time on that. Or if I don't hit the ball thin like that, I feel like I'm going to double kiss the ball and not get the safe. And then the cue ball goes around the blocking ball every time. So
Yeah, you know, because it's just that one way to hit it.
Right.
And you're worried about too full and too thin. Joey don't really worry about that. He's like, hit it like this.
Just hit it like this. Same safety, but this time he got behind the ball.
Look at the touch.
Yeah. Jump shot.
He might. He's going to play it in the side. I heard that.
Oh, he's playing it the other side, cross side.
Not going for the jump.
He's going to go for the
And
kick.
like we were talking about a little bit, we do lose the two-way shot, but he's playing a two-way shot right now.
Sure.
You know, he's going to live with, if he doesn't make it, he's going to live with the results. And he's okay with that.
Well, it's not a hanger.
That's for sure. Let's see what kind of thing. That one. It's very tough. I mean, if you follow, you're just going to barely catch the end rail. And what are those balls, Fred?
One is the
Is it 13, 14 left on the table?
13, 14, and the 15. I mean, you're flirting with the upper left corner, lower left corner. Yeah, that's the shot that I thought he'd shoot because he shot that same type of safety already a couple times.
This is a jump combo coming up, folks.
Jump combo.
Let's see if we can get it coming right at you. Oh, right away from you. Damn.
Why not? Jump combo and the 11 ball will be going towards the right pocket, the right head pocket. Don't be surprised if both balls go in.
I'm not sure what stick Joey has, but I know it has very little tip left on it, so that's another reason it's jumping well.
Jumping well, yeah. The hard tip.
It was actually shiny. I'm like, I'm out there actually. I got to file that thing for him. I'm like, take care of your
I think he's
stuff.
going to make this ball.
I think you're right.
Oh, he's
He hit it on the wrong
wrong
side.
side of the ball.
And it could be, see, we're not taking all the luck out of the game, that's for sure. You know, you did not sell out here. And Jerry's in a tough spot. He doesn't want to.
I don't know, Joe. I think he's supposed to make this ball. Isn't this just that's not on the rail? I think he's just supposed to cut this ball. Other ball that he's going for next is just kind of hanging. I think he's playing safe all the way. So you're right. He didn't want to even try it.
So I'm going to nickname Jerry is going to be Jerry Too Careful Calderone.
Too careful. Too careful.
He's triple smart, but maybe it was tougher than it looked.
I had a teammate on league one time. I mean, he prided himself on playing safeties, and he played some great safeties, but he couldn't run out to save his life.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
know
like,
the type.
what is the sense of all these safeties?
Oh my God.
You see that he was going for the run out.
No, I know the type, and they try to hide behind that, and they actually try to stick their chest out, and they're very proud of
Look
that.
at that safety. What'd you get out of it if you don't win? If you don't run out with ball in hand?
Yeah, they're just running away from their weaknesses.
Three rails there. Two.
Well, there's 3 rails, but he caught it heavy.
Yep.
Man, I can't stand being that far away from you. You know, that table to us with this view, I don't like using it because it's small.
Yeah, it looks
but I know
small.
what Alvin's talking about because the broadcast later, it'll be full screen, it'll be much more closer,
Right,
and I have
right.
to try to remember that.
Right. That's a great shot.
How did he do?
Perfect.
How did he do?
The crowd must be asleep. That was a great shot.
Are you kidding? The crowd, I actually have to call in favors. You know, I just want a couple of pro players. Will you please watch and evaluate and
Right.
give me feedback? Tell me what you
Sure.
like, you don't like, anything. But we did it. I don't know if Ralph and Thurston are over there, but they did agree. I know Ralph pulled up a chair at the beginning.
Yeah, Ralph was over there a little bit ago, trying to figure out the rules. I told him what the rules were, at least on the on the break and the ball in hand and the points, and that we're racing at 150.
That's all he needs to know. That and call shot, call safe.
Call shot, call safe.
We actually had Don Owen. You know Don?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He
From
he redid the rules real official-like, and it looks like a lot. But
from OBQs.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's Don Owen, Mark Griffin, and myself forming the American Billiard Club Association.
Okay.
And Don, it was a beautiful job on rewriting the rules to cover a lot of situations. So it looks like a lot.
So
What do
you
you
see,
see,
Jerry
Fred?
definitely took off weight from his break, because his first break, I sat right next to him. He, King Konged it, and then this one is much slower. But it could have been that he didn't hit the cue ball square either, didn't dive forward. But I think he was trying to take off from his break. This is right. He's thinking to himself, what in the world? I got ball in hand. I can't shoot this one ball.
I'm not going to jack myself
Right.
up over this ball.
And he can't convince himself to play like a 1-2 or a 1-4 combination.
I have seen him play safe in these situations. He has a lot of confidence. I don't like good players up to the table if it's not necessary. I hate letting them up there.
It goes. So this is our sort of two-way, because if he just sticks it here, and if he somehow misses or something like that. One ball in the corner pocket. Missed it. Oh, I guess that
Yeah,
goes.
it was a little wide. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for dogging it from the chair there.
He went into the side of the house here.
Okay, is that the 3 on the upper long rail, upper left?
Yes.
Right through.
Right through.
Right through,
A little
baby.
bit nice, nice driving there.
I love Jerry's touch. I think he's got a little Filipino on Fred.
Something like that, yeah.
Because he's got the long bridge. He uses tip position.
Yeah.
They all have great strokes, but I think they get the most out of their cue ball by hitting it exactly where they want to.
Yeah. It looks like to me he's got a lot of Latin influence if he plays the 3-cushion games and.
Yeah. And I love a smart player with that kind of feel and touch. That's, to me, the ultimate level.
He just needs to bunt this ball. Watch out for the 8. Because he's got to go up table.
Yeah, he's
Back
jacked
up
up.
table.
This is
Jacked
the
up.
key ball. He's going from the 5 to the 7.
5 to the 7, 6, 7, 7. One of those balls
I
up
think
there.
the line ball's gone.
The line ball is gone.
If he gets on the 7, he's the favorite for the first break and run out of the match.
Well, I'm looking at this that if he stays on the right side of the 7, that the 14 is in the way. So see, he powered that over, so he gets on the other
He's going
side.
to get a bad roll. He hit that so good.
It's gonna stop, isn't it? Oh.
He hit that so good.
Yeah. But I'm thinking that that's what he was thinking as well, that instead of just floating up there and playing the 6 where the 14
For
or
sure.
15 is in play, you got to go to the other side of the table. And if he gets there, if it stops anywhere in that last 3 feet, he
was
had the
good.
best of it.
Joey gets credit for that ball that Jerry just pocketed.
Ah, okay. That's right. That's an interesting rule that I'm not sure I'd ever remember.
You'll catch on, buddy.
Yeah.
Where exactly? I forget where you're living in Florida.
St. Petersburg. I'm exactly in Gulfport, which is like the southernmost point of St. Petersburg, but I've still got a St. Petersburg post office address. I'm living in paradise. There's a handful of places in the country that are paradise, and that certainly is one of them.
Congratulations.
So, you know, when I go on vacation, this is my vacation. I've been doing this for 10 years or something like that now,
You're
right?
a regular.
To come to Louisville, Kentucky for vacation in the middle of January.
You
It's
should
now
put
late
up.
January, you know, from St. Pete, Florida. He doesn't seem to mind this position.
He never minds. I lost
I
2
say that
points
because you
somewhere.
see he's left-handed and he had to slow draw that to keep it on the left side of the table, but now he's got to switch over. It didn't seem like a
Hey.
natural shot for him, but he didn't
Little
even think
righty.
about it. Oh, there he goes. He can't figure out if he's going to hit hard or soft.
Bad. Joe
There you
Dupris
go.
coming with the right-handed stroke.
I'm awful at the opposite hand.
Not too bad. I can make it through a little bit.
Is he straight on this? I can't tell.
I use it in my lessons. Sometimes when people are struggling, I make them shoot opposite-handed,
Okay.
and for about 10 minutes. As soon as they switch back to their normal hand, they automatically feel better.
Sure. It's a great idea. He underhit this one by
Look at
a
him.
lot.
He can't. I'm telling you. I love Joey, but he hates being in line.
Yeah.
But
And-
everybody in New England knows not to get their hopes up just because he's a little
Just
out of
because
line.
he's out of line. Safe, maybe. That's a big ball, right? Because if he makes this ball,
20-point lead,
20-point lead.
I believe. I might have dogged the score a little bit. I'll double check, but it's a 4-point swing every time that you miss that 2-pointer. Usually it's painful. The 11, 12, 13.
All right. But who's breaking next? What?
That's the one thing I have to work into the scorekeeper here. Whose break is it? And I don't see anybody. I was going.
Well, the last break was Jerry. There you go. Where I was just remembered that I was talking about that he eased up on it. So
Let me double check.
you got to double check
68.
We'll rack them up here. This is I believe we're in the semifinals of American Rotation, the national championship here in Louisville, Kentucky at the Derby City Classic. My name is Freddie Agnew. I'm here with Joe Tucker, one of the heads of American Rotation.
Okay, so much for my lucky breaks. I'm off on that one. It's so easy to get sidetracked. 65, 55. Joey has the lead and the break.
He swung hard again.
Two
And-
ball on the side pot. Oh, okay.
Take a look. He swung hard, but 4 balls, 3 of them actually didn't get out of the rack. Exactly what you were talking about before.
Now he's crashing the break, right?
So what
he
happens?
made 4 points that I'm about to give to Jerry.
Is it just 4? 1? Or is it
I think he made 2 solids and 1 stripe.
because Joe looks like he's going to shoot.
Yeah, he still gets to shoot.
But the balls that go
Yeah,
to
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah.
I'll
he just
never
made-
remember. I will, but that's an interesting rule. I mean,
That's the only penalty for scratch on the break.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does he just get the 4, or help me out, Joe? What am I missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think
5.
he
He
made
made two
solids
solids,
and a stripe.
and that's 4,
4 points.
which is what you said.
I gave them to Jerry. Okay. And now this is a bigger mistake because ball in hand on the 1, and he goes out of line on the 3.
Yeah.
And this is bad. It was 55-65. He could have increased the lead on his break.
But Jerry decided to bunt and duck instead of banking that ball, which I thought it went, but maybe the 10 ball. No, I guess the 10 ball was in the way, so ducking was the right thing to do. But he didn't duck
Should be able
well.
to look down the barrel here.
But to get to the 4 ball, nearly impossible. I guess it must look better than. Once again, it looks better than what I see here.
You can hear Joey's tip from here, right?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
hear it?
good.
I'm waiting for it to miscue.
Yeah, he's got the Mike Davis / Shane Van Boning tip
Oh,
going
yeah,
on there.
there you go. And many moons ago, I loved the same thing. Like before, low deflection shafts.
Yeah.
I used to let my tip get down to a potato chip.
Yeah, really
and
low.
I never wanted to change it. Gotta give Joey 1 for that 3-ball. Nice shot in the 3-ball he made. And no good.
No good. What's the next ball? The sixth ball. Ooh,
Oh boy,
he's not gonna like this.
man overboard.
I think he needed to work that ball.
I built it wrong. I'm gonna give him a point for that because he pocketed it. I'd like to take one away for the position.
I'm gonna give out a shout out to a friend of mine, New England Hall of Famer Stacy Borbo, 2005 Masters champion. She's
Hi, Stacy.
pretty sure that she's a friend of Joe Dupris as well.
For sure. For sure.
Stacy likes to go up there and shoot in Rhode Island once in a while, I believe.
God.
What a play! what a position!
She does, and she's a big fan of Joey's. As is, all of New England is backing Joey. They're all very proud of him, as am I. I'm just so happy that he finally gets to get out. You know, he's such a talented player, and I can't believe it's his first time at Derby City.
Yeah, you know, it's funny how many great players there are across the country that don't make this trip. I get it, but they need to come out here.
They need to come out here. He's only been here since Friday, and he's already loving it. I try to tell him just take it easy for at least 2 days. Do your best to repeat this title. And I turned away for a second. It looked like a total brain cramp or miscue. I'm sorry, folks. I looked away for just a second. It looked like an offensive shot. Oh boy, we got a little camera shaking there. Okay, this is definitely a good opportunity for Jerry to tie this matchup, and it will be his break.
He didn't hit that one clean, and then 9 to 10 no longer is very easy. 10's on the rail, right? On the right side.
Yeah, they're going to discuss something, but you're right. It wasn't very clean. You noticed the slight difference between the older diamonds, and they're trying to perfect it. They don't want loose pockets,
Right.
but they don't want the unfair pockets either.
Right. Yeah, he hit it a little thick. If he went thin, he'd have an angle on this 9. I assume the 9 goes, then he'd just go one rail to and through the center of the table, so he'd be shooting the 10 ball up table. But now he's almost straight on the 9.
And he's got to come with something.
Yeah, maybe he should just play for the bank. But if he plays for the bank, that means he has to go for the bank. And he hasn't been. He's been going safe before.
Correct. You know he's over there sizing up what kind of safety he's going to play.
Yeah, he's not sizing up. I don't think he's sizing up to see the bank. He's sizing up for the safe. But that's only because that's what he's been doing. I wonder what he was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps a score. It's the first time he's good.
Yeah,
Usually we use the paper all the time. I ask him to use the laptop so I can peek around the corner and see the score instead of bothering him. Anybody who wants to learn how to play American Rotation, you can go to AmericanRotation.com. You can go to iTunes or Google Play and download the scoring app, American Rotation scoring app, Joe Tucker. And there's the safety that Jerry was plotting and planning.
Overhit it. That Joey's been shooting at these. Why not? Fireball.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen him miss one on the full side. He did that one a little full.
Hit it full and you see where he is. If he had been a little thinner, he'd be up and down the table, he'd be shooting at the something.
8 big points out there. You know. Jerry had control.
Yeah, look at this. If it just rolled forward, if he'd cut it thin, he would have been no problem getting there. I like it. You know, I think he's supposed to shoot and bank that ball. And well, he's on the ball. He's still shooting.
Right over his shoulder here.
11 to the side. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't already shoot this ball. He is down in attack mode and everything. Well, at least he
That's
stood
his
back
strength.
up.
That's good.
He's got to get this cue ball all the way to the rail and out. All the way to the rail and out, but overcut it.
6 big points. Jerry really needs them. I know I have the score mixed up because 75-69 does not work in my head.
Is this the semifinals, Joe?
This is finals, babe.
Oh, because it says semifinals on the screen.
Yeah, I'm not in charge of that one. I can't mess with it.
All right, so it is the finals. We are in the finals here.
Thanks for noticing, Mel. We actually played all day yesterday without the scoreboard, which drives me nuts because the fans. That's one problem that I actually have.
Yeah, we need
outside. Even the people watching the game. Well, they have the laptop now, so that definitely helps them. Gonna have to buy a bunch of $50 laptops and just throw that program in there.
Yeah. Something that allows
Nice shot, Jerry.
somebody to click, and it just goes up there.
I really snoozed on the score. I think I'm missing like 6 points.
Yeah,
We'll catch up.
You need to be able to right hand, left hand click every single time you see a ball go in. Tricky shot here. Looks like he's sizing up to go to cut it in. Cue ball back and forth. Do you like going above? Yeah, you have to, right? You have to go above this this last ball, the 15 ball.
Yeah.
Look at the speed. Pretty nice. He's got the best of it here.
He's very sensitive to everything.
There's a tricky little 3 ball out there, but he got there. Jerry Calderone. It's going to be his break next. Joe Tucker's going to go check out the score. This is American Rotation. The national championship is the finals. We're here at the 2014 Derby City Classic. This is the American Rotation National Championship that we got Joe Dupris and Jerry Calderone. Joe Dupris is from New England. I'd love to say he's from the Boston area, but he could be from anywhere up there. I'll probably get like 8 texts now telling me exactly where he is. And Jerry Calderone is from the Miami area, or somewhere down the southeast of Florida.
We're good, boss.
We're good.
Tight match, and I really hope it goes down to the wire. But any mistake from this point out could be huge. Nobody has been able to take it away from the other player. They did have a few opportunities.
He's been breaking about a medium speed. Definitely didn't put a huge. I mean, you see what he looks like in that like cat stance. He can wind it up, and he really didn't wind it up all that much. Still a big break.
He hit it dead full.
And it looks nice because once you clear the 1, it looks everything is pretty open. The 10 ball down here, is that the 13? That's a 9 ball. So the 9 and 10 is an issue. But considering there's 15 balls on the table, if that's your issue, not so bad.
You've really done a great job, Fred. You actually saved me because I can't see the colors. I'm trying to figure it out. I love.
Yeah, it's tough because that could be a 13, could be a 9. And it changes everything. If that's the 9, which I believe it is, and I believe the 13 is sitting next to the 1 ball as we see it right now because the 11 ball is up table, then the 9-10 is the toughest thing on this table right now. But the first shot he's already put wrong here. Oh, he got away with it. Got away with it. I think he wanted to stay on the inside of that 3 ball. He actually hit the outside of the 3 ball as he was coming
to
up.
Play shape on it, huh? He might think he's going to settle for a
long shot.
It's just like the shot he shot on the 15 almost. Yeah. Oh, he killed it. He killed it. It's going in. He's touched straight, boy, to kill it. Hit it heavy with a twist. But he held it too good, right?
I think so. He held it too good because I think he wants to bump out. The 5 ball, I believe, is the next ball. I don't see the 4 ball. The 4 ball is the, what color is the 4 ball? The purplish.
It's yeah.
Just like the regular purplish. It's a lighter purple. It's like a pastel purple.
Yeah. He's going to draw back a little. Dead stop. He's going to take the shot in the 5.
I guess you could see it. You know, this angle here definitely doesn't give us a great view, but yeah, that was you know, you cinched that one because you had a shot on it. It actually might work out. Do you go ahead and run into the 9? Because if you do, that clears the problem, right?
Yeah.
No more problems.
You do. He did.
No more problems.
Now it's a matter of fighting to stay in line.
Because the 6 ball is the next ball, and he'll have to do a little driving here, but it's there.
Line ball. I forgot about it.
The path is there. 2 rails around the 10 and the whatever that is up there. 2 rails around have the 7 ball in the side pocket.
That's perfect.
This is nice, Joe. This is a nice rack because you can see everything that he's got to go in between. You know, right here he could stop it and not have to worry. You know, he doesn't have to fade the trying to play position between the 2, the lime and the blue ball. But he's going forward to do exactly that. Oh no, he had a good angle there. I'm thinking that the stop shot was probably. I mean, you'd have to do this, right? The 9 ball goes, so it's.
Yeah, let's take a peek at that 9 ball.
It's tight, but it goes. He
gonna
didn't
be
shake his head,
line.
right?
As long as he doesn't leave himself a backwards cut, he's going to be okay.
As long as he can reach it. Yeah, go for the stop shot here. Stop enough.
Jerry's making his move. We've been waiting for one player. This is going to be if he can stay in line, it'll be the first breaking run out of the match.
Joe Tucker is trying to give the commentator curse over here.
Oh, I did it to Jerry yesterday 3 times.
Good shot. He stayed off the rail. Everything looks easy from here. I know you have your choice here, but the 12 ball is the next after the 11 ball. Would you float all the way down to the end rail? I think I would, and so did he.
And 13's on the foot spot?
13's at the foot spot, so you just flat ball this. Either play cross, or you can draw it down, but I think you just play across and flat ball it and play to the corner that is close to us as you see it. There you go. And now
Good call with the flat ball, too.
Yeah. Because that goes back to the ball that he put the cue ball to the end rail. You do that, and then you just you don't have to do anything. You don't have to draw the ball. You don't have to spin it with inside. Break and run. Uh-oh, I may have put the jinx on him. No, stayed in. Oh! The wiggle.
Break and run, and I think I still kind of dogged the score, but we definitely know it was a break and run. No, it's not 83. Maybe I got a little jumpy.
Just kept on clicking things.
Yeah. Didn't give Joey any. Take a peek. Holy cow, I got lucky. That was
score.
a break and run out, and it's 87-73. And I think that was the first big move by either player in the match. Jerry taking control of his own destiny. Break ball in hand, run the rack of rotation. Joey has a runnable rack here. I don't think he made anything on the break. 5, 9, 10, 15 balls on the table. They're open. I don't see the problem. Help me, Fred.
Looks like everything is really wide open. The only problem.
1, 2, 3 next to each other. The 2, 3 next to
The
each
2
other.
and no, that's the 2 and 5 up there. The 3 ball is next to the 1 ball.
It's kicking it.
Interesting why he would do that. Probably because he didn't want to go racing around the world to try to get to the 3 ball. Because as you see, everything is kind of just hanging around in the center of the table. So even though nothing's touching, it ends up being, it's almost like one of those drills where you put the balls in the center of the table and try to get to them. Here's something interesting because he chose to kick behind the 3. I don't think he even considered that it would be virtually impossible for him to have anything but a right-hander shot, right? What else?
That's for sure. I was going to say something about the 3. Yeah.
He went behind it. What else could he have had? There it is, the right-handed shot, but the subtleties, right? Because now he has to, looks like does the 3 pass the 13 as we view it?
That's
right
what
here?
he's looking at. He's going to try to.
Because if it does, he doesn't have to put so much effort into the right-hander shot. Because if it doesn't, now he's got to draw out to the center of the table and play the 3 in the same pocket. So he's
and he had to do that right-handed. Well done. He's going to get a little treetop. Half treetop.
Yeah. 2 rails around to nowhere. The 4 ball is getting hidden by every ball on the right side of the table. I mean, there's a pathway, right, Joe? But I don't know where he could possibly play to. But he's not even hesitating, so it must look better for him. 1, 2.
Goes from the side.
That was a lot of balls to negotiate. Wow, great shot. Great shot.
That's what we want. We want those cue ball getting tighter on those paths. He's done a lot of work here.
Just for a couple of balls so far.
Now is the scary part for Joe Dupris. Okay? He's in line.
He's in line.
Okay, now we have to sweat it, folks.
All right. The 6 ball is up there, so just a stop shot. I said a stop shot.
This is a little touchy. I think he has to become between the 7 and 11.
Well, if he had just shot the stop shot, it wouldn't have been touchy at all. Because, maybe the 6, the 7 doesn't go past the 10 ball. Maybe he's thinking he has to go all the way down table. He must have. It must not pass.
He's going to have a full enough hit to draw this ball for position. He's going to answer the call here.
Kill?
Oh,
he's
boy.
supposed to kill that.
See, I told you. He always makes us sweat it when he gets in line.
It's entertaining. It is entertaining.
He is.
But like you were saying, I mean, his opponents must think that they have a chance. And
these guys do because they haven't seen him play. I'm sure he gets their hopes up quite often. Me, I just sit there and I just wait till I hear it miss.
Well, does the 9 ball pass the 11 ball into the side pocket?
I don't think so.
It mustn't, because he would have already shot the ball, because there really isn't much to do there. So there's no combination. There might be a carom, but you can't get to the carom because he's tied up on the ball. You can't dig at it. Maybe he can.
He's going to jack up with the bottom right.
Yeah.
Bring it back to where it is now.
And shoot the 9 ball in the corner pocket?
Yep. He's just going to let it go into that ball near the side. It's either that or he's going to follow it. 2 rails with the inside. I don't like that one when shooting off the rail. He jacks up very well. I'm just worried about the little bit of outside.
Right to it. Went around the balls.
Something had to be done, and he did it.
I think he's only hesitating because of the fortuitous roll that he got. Because he could.
Well, I'll agree with you, but he deserved. What happened now?
He's saying that he fouled, but now he grabbed the ball. He's already. Yeah.
Okay, it was a foul. Joey moved the 11 ball. He freely admitted he moved the 11 ball. Anytime you move a ball during the course of a shot or a stroke, it is a foul. You can move 1 ball prior to a shot, give your opponent the option to move it back. But you cannot. We adopted the Mike Zugman rule.
Okay.
Anytime you move a ball during the course of a stroke.
I like that. I absolutely like that, In fact, I mean, I'd rather play all ball fouls anyway, but without that, If you
We were leading towards all ball fouls, but obviously, you know, the arguments that can happen there.
Sure.
It's pretty clear that when they move a ball during the course of a shot, so.
Okay. So, in that case, then Jerry gets the points. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to subtract one. I think I gave Joey credit for a great shot. That was a great shot. Unfortunately, couldn't lead to be a deciding factor in this match because Joey definitely could have tied the match up.
Sure. I mean, look at the balls that are left on this table. Yeah, there's
Yeah, and he made a great shot. Got a
all
good
10,
roll.
the 2, right.
Go here to give Alvin a view. Give Alvin a shout out. You know, I just really want to thank JR and Alvin for streaming this event for us. Diamond Billiard Products, all their sponsors. I think it's propool.com. He's supposed to leave me the paper over here.
Well, the sponsor paper.
Yeah.
Well, it is presented by cnggas.com and propool.com. Diamond Billiard Products, of course. This is InsidePool.tv in association with nycgrind.com. We're playing with the Cyclops balls, for the TV balls here, as you guys have seen. They look really pretty. They are very difficult to see on the television.
Yeah, we're looking at a little monitor. You guys probably have actually a better view with the full screen at home than we're looking at.
Meanwhile, that unfortunate foul by Joe Dupris has given Jerry the chance to run the rest of the rack. There were a lot of balls left on the table. There's the 9 out was there, so that's
I'm missing 1 point somewhere. One of these guys has one additional point. They put the cue down to take 5.
well, there's 13 points that they left on the table. Had it been the other way, that's a 13-point swing, all right? In fact, it's a 14-point swing. That was a 14-point swing. That was huge. That was huge. It looks like they're going to take a break here, as will we, for a few seconds. We are at the Derby City Classic. That's 2014. Currently, they're playing the Banks. I can't tell you who's still in it. There's still a bunch of people that should be finishing up. One pocket has started. The Bigfoot 10 ball is going on. We have the Straight Pool Challenge, and we are watching the American Rotation National Championship.
Thanks, Freddie. Yeah.
Joe Dupris has won the previous tournament.
Yeah, he's the first ever American Rotation National Champ. He's very proud of that fact. I'm proud of him. He's trying to repeat or remain the only American Rotation Champion.
And we got Jerry Calderone from Florida, from the Miami area.
I'm going to run with them, Freddie. I'll be back 1 minute as fast as possible.
Take a quick break here. Hope you guys enjoy this. It's a new look for rotation. Joe Tucker had unveiled it, I believe, maybe at Hard Times, or maybe at the Swanee. But the first true tournament was held and won by was held in Virginia, I believe, and Joe Dupris won it. For those of you who don't know what the scoring is, it is 1 point. We are playing in rotation. We get 1 point for every ball you make between 1 and 10. And then for the balls 11 through 15, they count as 2 points apiece. All balls stay down, and if you happen to make a ball on an illegal hit or some other foul, your opponent gets those points. It's alternating break after the first break. And as of today's rules, starting from the second rack, the breaker gets ball in hand after the break. The first rack, they just break and it's open and you play from there. Whoever makes the last ball in the first rack gets the first break in the second rack, and it's ball in hand after the break. Alternating breaks from there. That looks to be the rule that that Joe is playing with. Whether or not they'll change it, they may go with the first break having ball in hand right off the bat, rather than giving giving a non ball in hand on the first rack. Try to keep things the same all the way through. It's a tricky rule, tricky thing to remember. The scoring, we're going to get the scoring. Every time someone makes a ball between the 1 and the 10, they get a point. 11 through 15 is 2 points. 20 points total per rack. At the end of the scoring, after the end of the rack, there should always be a multiple of 20 on the board. Right now it's 100 to 80. Jerry Calderone over Joe Dupris. This is a race to 150. I believe that Jerry will be breaking when they come back from break. The only stipulation on the rack, it is full pyramid rack. The 15 goes in the head spot. The 2 and 3 are behind it. The middle ball is the 1 ball, and the 2 balls behind the 1 ball are the 13 and the 14. Everything else is in random. And I believe that other than the position, for example, the 2 and the 3 ball in the second row, it doesn't matter, does it, whether it's on the 2 is on the left side or the right side?
Doesn't
as
matter,
long as they're in the second row. Same thing with the 13, 14 in the fourth row. As long as they're in that row, they can be
Correct.
on one side or the other. I wonder if that will ever come, as the pro players, especially the elite players, really start to play this game, if that will turn into some kind of strategic something,
Some kind of issue.
That's right. Like, I can't believe he keeps on putting the 14 on the right side,
I can't say 100%. This is the finals. As soon as it's done, I will work on that. All right, just talking to our buddy Chris Renfro, who works with the AccuStats crew, trying to set up a nice challenge match. Hopefully we can get Francisco or Efren to face off against a top American or a top European player.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Joe, where can we get more information on American billiards? American rotation.
AmericanRotation.com.
Okay.
Or you can go abcpl.info. It's kind of a temporary website right now. We're having a website built this week.
Okay. And that's the American Billiard Club Association. That's why I said American Billiards. So it's American Rotation and American Billiards.
My head is wrapped around not just the American player, but the American pool scene. It kind of saddens me. There's no path for aspiring players to follow, and we're trying to make something for them.
And when we take a look at the European scene, they have leagues, what they call leagues, and yet professional players are part of these leagues. They're statewide leagues, and when we say state, we mean the entire country, that type of leagues. If we look at China, they have schools and foundations and sponsorships and all kinds of things that make, if they recognize talent in a young Chinese person in billiards, they get to be funded, they get to be pushed, they get to go to school.
Yes.
We here in the States, we don't have any programs. I mean, we've got some things going on, and
we don't. Yeah.
but we're just not in any kind of the same kind of level that the.
Give a shout out to Sam Dieppe, who's doing a great job with the Billiard Education.
BEF. Yeah.
Billiard Education Foundation. She's really making a good push, and I want to help her.
Is Sammy here?
No, I haven't seen her yet.
Okay.
But I want to use our format. What we're trying to build is 64 United clubs, and when we get there, I really want to have a juniors program at each one and help them compete regionally the same way our players are doing now. I already have a way to do it. It's very affordable and reasonable. Keep the travel to a limit, but give the juniors something to play for, And I'm extra motivated. I have my son playing golf from the age of 10 to 14. I spent a lot of time around the junior golf program, and it's done nothing but good to motivate me to help the juniors in this sport.
Nice. All right, we're back in action here.
We just need more unity, like you were talking about,
Right.
that they have in the other countries. I understand how pool has went the way it's going.
Right.
You know, from the 50s to now.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I understand. I'm not happy with it. We can change it. And this is a start. Nice little grassroots movement. 100 to 80.
Jerry Calderone, he's got the break here. Yeah, before the break, you know, adding it all up, it was about a 14-point swing.
That foul error?
Yeah, I mean, actually, it's a 14 one way, 14 the other. So does that mean it's a 28-point swing?
You're saying Jerry scored 14 points after that foul,
Right.
so he would be down to 86. Joey would be up to 94.
Yeah, it's a big swing. It's a 20-something, 28-point swing.
28 points.
Yep.
Thanks for pointing that out. Huge.
And that came from a foul by Joe touching the 11 ball, which he was right next to with the cue ball.
A little close, maybe we'll catch some balls. They're battling at the pocket. I've seen
Ball
two balls going in.
drops.
And there was a ball in the upper left-hand corner. It
The
was
one
a
ball.
solid. It was the one ball.
Oh, no. It couldn't because the one ball's sitting in front of us.
It's two solids. We know that much.
Two solids.
Just give us a second. Fred's
I was trying to count.
He's trying to count and peek. I can't even tell. Is this the 5 or the 1? The ball in front of us, in front of Jerry.
I thought it was the 1.
Okay.
That must be the orange ball. The 5 ball is up there. So what else is down now? The 6 is there, or is that the 7?
I think the 2 and the 6 are going.
The 2 and the 6 are gone. There you go. Another one of these negotiation shots has to clear the 14-9. He decided just to go up there between the 8 and the 12. I mean, you have to go in between something, right?
Right. And he was stealing. He knows where he's going. Okay, so we're going 3-4 here.
3 to the 4. The 4 ball goes in the corner pocket or the side pocket. I'd be playing for the corner pocket just because there's not an easy way for it to get to the side pocket. But he's hit it down here. Is he on the good side? 5 ball's close enough to the pocket that I guess he doesn't need any special angle. It just has to be on it.
It's all about staying in line. This is going to be a huge rack. You know,
Right.
That, huge turning point with that foul. As you pointed out, 28-point swing now. And it's about staying in line, playing the right paths.
Jerry's had a break and run before already on his last. He may have another one here if he gets to the 6 ball or 7 ball, I guess that is.
Yeah, we got the
It's the
7, 8.
ball and the 8 ball.
He might
So he
bump
didn't
it.
go far enough.
Gonna bump it a little. And I guess that's the 9 next to his cue
Next
right
to his
now.
cue, right. Good shot. I like the way he stood back up there and took a look what he really needed to do.
He's gonna try to hold it the best he can. Worst case scenario is corner pocket. I learned a shot this year, Fred, that I've been shooting wrong for 20 years.
Oh, yeah?
This angle right here, when it's a little bit more severe,
Yeah.
and you're trying to hold the ball, my whole life, aim full, try to throw it in with outside.
Yeah. And did you miss it like thick?
No, I would make the ball, but if you shoot that shot with inside,
Yeah.
you can hold it better.
You
the
can
cue
hold
ball
it.
stops.
You can hold that better with a touch of inside, believe it or not.
I'm telling you. I shot it. It's a shot I just learned maybe last year or so.
This is what I've been saying for years about what people have mistakenly think about throwing a ball, because the cue ball now is running off the object ball.
Exactly. You know, physically it sounded good, and you know what I'm mad about? The thought never occurred to me.
Right.
Let me try to hold it with inside, because I ask a lot of good players, how do you shoot the shot? And a couple of them say inside. I'm like, well, where did you learn that? You know, I don't know. I just
Shot it
started
and realized
doing
it.
that line. Jerry came with a nice stroke there. He has 10 points in this rack. There's 10 points left out on the table.
Interesting though that now he's out of line on the first ball of the 2-point session here.
Right.
Because there are as many balls left as he's already put down. So. Oh, he just barely missed that. That is the color of money bank shot, you know. Barely miss it and hit the point.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Except for Tom Cruise hit a lot slower.
Man, what a memory
Just
on you.
missed it, I tell you. I just missed it.
It's just a 12 ball in the side pocket, right? He's
The
going to let his
12
cue ball go here.
You're right, he's going to
His
let it
cue
go.
ball's
As
gonna
long as,
flirt.
he doesn't scratch in either the side pocket or the corner pocket. Well,
Oh, boy.
it's
I think that's just one shot you can't hit full, Joe. Move it around a little bit.
how do the brackets go on this, Joe? Is this a single elimination
Yeah,
finish
this is
type
one
of thing?
race. We had 2 groups of 5 players yesterday. They played a round robin, so
Oh, okay. All
they
right.
all played 4 matches. And we took the top 2 from each bracket.
Okay. This is a tough shot either way. You could pound this with outside, a little bit of draw, or you can run it forward just with follow. Some people would go with outside, but I think just with follow. But both of them are tough. You know, I find that we'll talk about the Filipino players. You see a lot of the top Filipino players follow this shot, where a lot of non-Filipinos don't seem to get a good handle on
the
that.
American
You know,
players were pretty much taught to draw everything with outside.
Right.
And the Filipinos will follow everything with inside.
that's right.
Yeah.
Even just a follow with center ball just seems to be beyond. It's not part of our game anymore. You know, when I say our, I do mean the continental America, North America.
He's drawing the ball? I need to go down here. Yeah.
Yeah,
If he hits a low full, he might draw right in the side. He tried to punch draw.
punch draw,
You could
but
tell
he
by
who knows what he
stroke.
used.
And I'll
He
tell
hit
you,
about
Joey
s-
has to be very relieved because I think that miss might keep him in the match,
Sure.
provided he takes advantage of it. Just a little.
We've fallen off the hill, the cliff here in the last few shots,
The 15 ball, this game can wear on you.
and I think it's worn on Joe.
And I was impressed with
supposed to
everybody
make that.
yesterday that had to play 4 matches.
Yeah.
I was impressed with the way they held up.
I don't know if you can see the 11 ball in the side pocket, but if not, I'm going to roll the cue ball and tuck it right in the 12 ball. And I guess this is fairly safe to try.
It's a tiny diamond pocket in the side there.
There is no pocket. I mean, the pocket is smaller than the ball, but some people will shoot this.
I think Joey's going to be frozen to the 12.
Well, I think that's the thought process, right? Because if he goes for the shot, then he won't be frozen to the 12. And if he goes for the safety all the way, there's a good chance he will be.
Yeah. He's looking for a way to play both the 11 and the
right,
cue ball.
right. I don't think it's there, but
Correct, I agree with you.
I think he's playing safe all the way he's been playing.
Yeah, he's going to tighten that cue ball up.
No, he went for the both, but I don't think he's going to get there. See, the both just doesn't work.
Exactly right here.
This is what happens when you try to go for both.
So far away, these views for us, Fred.
Yeah. You can't have your safety and make the ball too, or something like
Something
that.
like you finished
like
it good
that.
and make
You
the
know,
ball too.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. I knew that saying came from someplace.
He's got to get up.
Get up there.
He hit it well. He struck it well. He's got the shot. I got to consider Joey a little fortunate in this rack.
Oh yeah. Good shot. Well, when he gets down the shot, he's like in full attack mode. Every ball, just attack, you know.
And I
Straight
worry
in.
about him a little bit with the rotation. I worry about him with the little rotation because I tell him I do not want you to become too analytical and overthinker because it's
Didn't
not
hit
your
hardness.
game.
Yeah.
But it does demand that he slow down a little bit.
All right. And I guess I can see, like, once you get to that last 5 or 6 balls, you can speed it up again. But certainly with the full 15 there, you're still working through road maps and cue ball paths and strategy.
He's been doing a good job of balancing it out, thinking when he's supposed to, not overthinking, and then like you said, kind of opening up towards the end of the racks.
Huge break here because he's down by 20. It's his break. If he could break and run, he'd be tied right up. But if he gives the table back and Jerry gets the majority of points, then Jerry will stretch out the lead. It's only a race to 50. Jerry's a 40 away, so Joe's got to break and run here would even right up and make it a big ball game.
He's very fun. Those right there, the last 5 balls, like you were talking about earlier, it really came into play.
Sure.
I mean, 120 to 80 versus this nice spread. Look at this.
Nice spread.
There's one vote for the hard break.
The hard break. That's because the balls that went up table went in. They don't go in. Oh, did 2 balls tie up?
Yeah, I think
he just pointed
they're both stripes.
They're both stripes. They're not wired.
All right, what are we missing? The 2 and the 3?
1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 balls down. The 2 is definitely gone. Yeah, the 3.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. 8 balls gone.
8 balls gone. It's 3 balls down then.
It's a 9 ball on the table.
Yep, right by above the 5 as we view it.
Look at this shot. Oh my God!
There must have been a speck of dirt on there he needed to wipe off.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I was sweating that shot before he ever shot it, and then he made me sweat it twice. Okay, 6 is the line ball. That's your ball over there, Fred.
Yeah, floor skidded.
Oh,
the ball skidded.
Yep. He's going to have to reach.
Bet it didn't phase him at all.
And I got to tell you, coming into the tournament, people were asking, do these balls skid a lot? That's the first
one I've seen since I've been here. So really got to pay more attention to the left and right side of the table. I mean, he doesn't mind switching over, but he did give a little head shake, something like that, so it's not like he loved going right-handed,
Yep. I think he went too far.
Too
I think
far.
It must be the 10 ball tied up over there, you think?
I think so. And once again, the way this game goes is those last 5 balls are so important. What a tremendous shot. Don't get unlucky here. Hey, you know what? You got the best of it.
110 to 99. And how valuable are these 11 points?
Right. Steve Booth over there just walking on by. Steve Booth of the One Pocket Hall of Fame coming up tomorrow. I will be there.
Is it
give
tomorrow?
You money.
Is it tomorrow or Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah. Tuesday, right? Tuesday's One Pocket Hall. We're going to make it this year. Last few years I've come here on a Tuesday and just couldn't. By the time that it came around, I was just dead on my feet. But
I'll fill you in. Last year was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Shannon gave a hell of a speech, talking a lot about his dad. Made him happy and sad at the same time.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Joey's ducking behind those 2 balls. But
Yeah, I think so. He's jack up and go towards the chalk, I guess, or short of the chalk, and 1, 2 rails out. But
what he doesn't like is that 10 ball is not.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. All right, all his eggs in one basket right here.
He's got to get there.
He's got him.
Great shot.
My God, let me take a look at the overhead. That's not the best.
I believe
Can't
he
tell
still has
if
to.
it's
Yeah,
oh,
he's
there we
got.
go.
Looks like he's got 2. Well, he's off that ball by a hair. He's gonna. I don't think there's any way he could spin this to get there. I say that, and he'll probably get it. He probably missed it on the other side of the ball.
We're going to see the Jerry Calderone touch here.
Half masse kick. Slow
Perfect.
shot.
Perfect. I mean, he comes out of some bad situations.
Look how important this safety battle is going to be.
This is.
This is the
say it again, but
this is the beauty of this game. It really is. 9 points are down. Or they're hanging around on the 10, which is the last 1-pointer of this rack. And
tie it up or break his back, almost.
yeah,
Joey will not give up. I mean, he has been down.
played it and it didn't go
Look at
in.
the point.
The point just
Really made the shot. He would have made it any. Well, I don't know if he was guaranteed to make this shot, but this point made it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, if the cue ball had kept it on going up table, I mean, I think Jerry still could have made it, but the fact that it settled so nicely. That 12 ball is in play. Oh, it is the 12. I can't. Oh, there's no.
Going
Okay,
to
so
the
he's
11
going to
now,
the
he's gonna
11.
be
I
jacked
thought
up.
he was going to be on top of the 12, but no. Yeah, I guess he is. He's just stretched out and jacked up. But right hand. Oh, no, he doesn't like it.
It's corner hooked, tree topped, and short.
And I can't tell what the angle is, but he may not actually have the 11 ball. Yeah. This is- wow. You'd think you were playing on a 10-foot table.
I tell you, as soon as we walked in, we talked about it. The 9-footer looked small.
It's small because it
The
doesn't
10-footer
consume as
the
much
whole
space
room.
as that 10-foot table did last year.
Unbelievable. Look at Jerry, taking his time. Smart player, man. There's nothing easy about this guy.
So he can't just slow roll this either because the 12 ball, he might get hooked. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
That's the Jerry real careful mode. Man, he's not too careful. He's just smart. I love it. He's going to put a good stroke on this and draw the ball.
Yeah, as long as you don't bump this. I don't know. This is, it's huge, isn't it?
The way he was lining up, he looked really good. But now he feels better with the normal stroke.
Right.
It's like maybe he's just not used to the bridge. He
And
looks good.
This angle is difficult for anybody, left-handed, right-handed. I don't know who could shoot this shot and feel comfortable about it.
What was he just measuring out there, Fred? He just sent me for a loop. Oh, he was reshooting the last shot.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
he
isn't
came
it?
over, yeah, he was reshooting. Wow, and you see the Filipinos do that all the time.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
can't believe the shots they remember. The match might end 90 minutes later, and they still go back
Go
to
back
a
and shoot the
position
same
error or a shot they missed. As long as he doesn't lunge.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Hit it clean. Still no bargain, but
2 points off the table there. He's not going to give away.
That's right.
He's got to come with this one.
Every
Get
ball.
this angle right at us. I get really nuts on you here. This shot is about 32 degrees. I can tell where it landed up to
That's
the
right.
pocket. I know all those angles from my aiming system. Right. Well done,
Yeah,
Jerry.
he put that one in without any fanfare.
Yeah, that's true. Huge 11 points, and it's going to be his break.
Yeah, it looks like he just slow pedaled this one in.
Sure.
That was big.
He
I
caught it a
mean,
little. Oh, yeah.
that was big.
Yeah. We'll see what happens on his break.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a little funny,
a
right?
little funny. He didn't have to do anything, but
Look, he drew with inside.
okay. 21 to 99, and it is Jerry's break. Yeah, there must be. Yeah, the suggestion would be it's just some kind of marker to know who's got the. What would it be? It's not the even breaks, because they're always going to be even, right? As far as the points go.
Right.
So the two or the 4. If it's divisible by 4. If it's divisible by 4, it's Joe's break.
I could
yeah.
never remember even playing 9-ball matches alternate break. Do I break on the evens, the odds? And is this an even, or is this, like, we
Right.
played 3 games, so is it the odd break, or is it because this is the 4? I could never even get that so simple.
I watched 2 people get all caught up in who broke first. That can determine who was evens and odds, and they couldn't remember whether the first break was an even game or an odd break, because even though it's the first break, it's a 0-0 game.
Well,
it's
that's
actually,
what
you know,
telling you. I'm in that category.
like I don't even. It's a yes. I don't. You say, who broke after the first game was scored?
Jerry just squatted his rack, and I believe, similar to a 10-ball break where he played a 1 straight back to the pocket, he played a 15 straight
back.
to his right pocket.
There you go.
Okay. Tell us what it looks like, Fred. Like,
I mean, it looks the 4 to the 5 looks like the toughest thing here. I'm already thinking that he's got to get straight in the 2. He's got to follow forward of the line of the 3 so he can draw around the 4 ball. There isn't much room to get from to get good on the 4 so that he can get to the 5. So that 4 to the 5 looks to be
I'm following you.
the trickiest part here. He's got to go just forward of the 3 line, which he did. A little bit of draw here. He might actually go ahead and run into the strike ball, the 12 ball. But he has an opportunity to dance around the 4, miss everything, go right to the center of the table above the 14. I think he's played that one a little bit too safe.
Can't reach
I
it.
think he played that a little too safe. He
No way
had to hit that. If he decided to go that route, which he did, he needed to go a little farther. Because he needs the 4 to the 5 is the toughest thing going here. And he made it as tough as it could by not being able to even reach it. You know?
He just left his position last game.
Yeah. I think he's got to look to see if he can even shoot the 5 ball if he just bunts the 4 ball and shoot from there rather than trying to get too crazy. You know, sometimes you just got to leave yourself the tough shot.
Yes.
You know?
Totally. Well, I don't like this. Okay.
Yeah, so. I mean, if he wants to go Animaniac, he could jack up with the bridge, draw below, hit the 4, draw on the other side of the 12 ball.
Yeah.
You know? But talk about difficult.
He's in a bad spot. Same spot as last game. Normally Jerry would try to create some kind of safety here. The only thing he could actually stick it and send the 4 ball 2 rails to the other side of the table. Can't tell how he's queuing it up, Fred.
It's just, everything's awful.
Jerry is by no
Oh, there you go.
means
Behind the back, jacked
up,
up.
can't reach. That's just Jerry exploring his
It's
options.
exploring his options.
You know?
That's pretty entertaining.
And I could not call Jerry a slow player, but I could call him a player that explores all the options.
He did drop below the 12.
Oh, he hit it. Wow. Good feel. Can still only give you 1 point for that, Jerry.
Yeah. The 6 ball, the lime ball, is up table, so trying to play the 5 ball. The cue ball is going to go up there anyway. You just kind of just hit this and
You get it.
yeah,
It
see,
kinda hit
not
it.
spinning it.
He
Hit
can
with
draw
follow.
2 rails deep, go across the position line, or
Or
he can
just-
spin it with the inside.
I think he's just going to hit those follow and hit it softly, and it'll be in play for quite a bit of that path. But unfortunately, this is all speed control, and he overcut it. But I think that's what he was trying to do.
And Joey Dupris takes a deep breath. He's not left with a bargain, but at least
And
he's
he's back at the table. I think that's how everybody should view it, you know, where somebody will miss a ball and most of us will, will bemoan our bad luck because the other guy got a good roll leaving it bad after he missed. But just the fact that you get back to the table should be, that's the silver lining. Oh, this is in the drink.
This is not silver.
That's not, no silver in that lining. You see, Jerry is now looking at the silver lining.
It's not looking good
Not
for
looking
New
good.
England.
Not
Looks
looking
like a little bit of revenge for Florida. Jerry's representing. Fred, I don't kind of like you. You can't lose here. New England, Florida guy.
That's right. Got to cover all my
I
bases.
just noticed that.
That's right. Go home team.
Winner, winner.
Winner, winner.
I can't
Hey,
lose
well,
either.
yeah,
I'm
there you
happy
go.
that both of these guys were in the finals.
Yeah.
Still, Joey's our poster child. Hopefully, he's not going to give up. You know.
Who, Joe?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not going to give up. you
Yeah.
know. He knows. Oh my! He has been down so many times. I can't tell you.
That was a good shot there. Eight ball straight in, 9 ball straight in. The 10 ball's in play for the 9. He got
If
jacked
he's
up,
there
but
again, right?
yeah,
I got a lot of nicknames for Jerry.
yeah. And if he just slow rolls this forward and then hits the 9, then the 13 gets kind of tricky. He's got to get off the rail here so he can at least dig. And he did. This gives him the best chance to get the 13 out of play because the 11 ball's a hanger at this point. Make sure he doesn't do anything silly here.
He's going to go 2 rails and have a perfect thing on the 11 to deal with that 12.
Yeah. And he went right into the 13. After all of that,
He zigzagged
out of there
I
in
don't
that
believe
1
him.
inch or 2 inch space.
I
Are you
don't
kidding
believe
me?
him. He didn't
What a
do that.
player.
He didn't do that. I had him hitting it soft, going past the 11.
Exactly.
I didn't have to zigzag. He's a little too straight here. He's going to do something funny and get to the 12, correct?
I think he can even get to the 12.
Zoom. 6 big points, Jer.
I think he should have thought about that on that shot, but you know what? He's on the ball. The
You call
players,
this on the ball, Fred?
well, he can see it.
Okay.
He can
thanks.
see something, but yeah, I think that as they get going and understand, because it's not just 2, right? It's the 2 out or the three ball out here versus nothing. So it's not just 2 points; it's 6 points, and it's
Which
big.
sends to 12, right?
Yeah. Here goes the 12, and just make it.
Wow. Jerry Calderone, ladies and gentlemen. He's really hanging on for the victory.
Doing a great job.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Ozzie
there you
Reynolds
go.
coming over here.
Get to
Yeah,
the end
Freddie
of this,
caught
and
that one
finally.
over here. I didn't know how to mess. I didn't want to mess. I didn't want to take the
Unless they're
chance.
screwed.
Finals!
There it is. That's the finals.
Okay, we're not pulling the chain. I think I slept on 2 balls. This could be
Probably that.
141.99, you think?
Maybe. Well, while we're racking, how about if we go find out? And potentially this could be the last rack unless...
Is that what it is? Folks, it's Joey's break. I want to thank everybody for the support that we gotten here, online, everywhere, introducing anything new. It's definitely an uphill battle. I just appreciate all the support that we've been getting. And
Joe hit the balls pretty hard, the frustration break. But you know what? This is what we're talking about. This is this is the break that you don't want to have in this. Because he needs to be able to run all these balls, and he's got tied up balls everywhere.
look, he's not worried about it. This is Joe's last resort.
Exactly.
I don't want to call it a give-up stroke because it's not totally a give-up stroke, but he knows I just got to go for it at this point.
I think so. Well, if he can bump into the 3, which he did, but on the wrong side.
Yeah, I got to give that point to Jerry. And ball in hand. Jerry's playing for 8.
Playing for 8.
Yeah, you get that one, Jerry. Or did Joey make...
What's the question?
I thought that was the 6th ball they pulled out, but it's not, right? 4, 8, 10 is 12. And I gave Joey 3. But I gave Jerry 1, so that can't be correct. I just want to know if Jerry's playing for 8.
Well, Jerry just got a 1 because it was the 2 ball in the side pocket that he hit and scratched on. So for sure, Jerry got 1 point.
Okay. And he had 141 going.
He had
in.
141.
And that's all I'm mainly concerned with, so I can keep the fans updated.
He just played bad position here with ball in hand. He was playing for the 4 ball and hooked himself on the green lime ball, the 6 ball.
You get just in time, Fred.
Yeah. Doesn't look like there's a 1 rail kick, unless he hits it with hold up.
That's
Well, maybe
probably
it's
the
there.
first silly mistake Jerry's made the whole match.
Yeah, and the finish line is right there. And the way he's queuing, he does not need hold up. And he's gonna get. He played safe, right? So
yes,
he can.
did. Joey's going to play the 11.
Whatever this ball is, 13.
He played the 11.
Well,
I can't believe he hit that ball too thin. You know how hard that was to hit it that thin?
Yeah, there wasn't
Missed
any
the
room.
11?
Yeah.
And now,
Long straight and shot, 4 ball, up table. The 5 ball is behind the 14, I believe.
and there's a new lingering thought right now. Oh, he's got the side. He's queuing up for the side pocket.
Okay, that's the right shot, I think.
Yeah.
Much
If
better.
he was going in the corner, there's going to be a lingering thought. While he's shooting that, he's like, should I give this back? You know, am I making the right decision?
All right. Now, if that ball goes, he has got a great shot to get out. 5 ball in the side pocket. He could either just stop the ball there and shoot the 6 in the side, or draw it just a hair for the 6 in the corner. Either way, I think. He looked at the side pocket.
It's 145. He's playing for 5. So we see the 6, 7, 8. Where's the 9 and 5?
Not on the table. Unless that's... no, the 9 is the center, the one that's on the table, I guess. I think this is the 13 next to us, and the 9 is up table. In the center of the table.
Okay. 10 ball is going to be his game ball. He's at 147. 8, 9, 10.
All right.
Joey Calderone's played a really good match. Joey,
Straight follow here. You flirt for the side pocket, but I think it's straight follow. There it is. Perfect position.
playing for 2. Perfect position. We get used to saying that, watching Jerry play all weekend.
Nicely done, and I expect the towel to be thrown in. No? He looked over there and thought it
He
maybe.
was waiting for it. You're right.
And there he is. We got our American Rotation National Champion.
The second one.
Jerry Calderone has defeated Joe Dupris 150 to 102 in a very exciting and really strategic battle. Joe, congratulations. And Joe Tucker, I'm saying, Joe, congratulations. This was a great format.
I want to thank you, Fred, for sitting in with us.
You're very welcome.
An excellent job commentating. You really helped me out here. I want to thank Alvin and JR, Inside Pool, Diamond Billiard Products, everybody, and again, for all the support. Congratulations to the Miami men. Your man came through, Jerry Calderone. And congratulations to Joe Dupris, second place.
So we'll give a shout out to our sponsors here, of course, InsidePool.tv in association with NYCGrind.com, presented by CNGGas.com and ProPool.com, and of course Diamond Billiards. This is the Derby City Classic 2014. We're in Louisville, Kentucky. For Joe Tucker, this is Freddie Agnew. Thank you. This is the American Rotation National Championship.
Thanks, brother.
I was out of. It was pretty exciting because I like it.